So, Zala, with the aid of the rest of you guys, was able to convince the orc to pay more attention to her, and in which he got overwhelmed and had his leg chopped off by Zala, and is rendered unconscious and is quickly bleeding. That is where we left off. You may begin.
Quickly now! Bandage his... Quickly, no. Bandage his wounds. We must keep him alive.
Who
Hey,
is
did anyone see
bandages?
where I dropped my dagger?
No, I am not over there. I do not see anything, actually.
Somebody
Wait.
bandage him!
Alright, so which
That's,
are we aiming
Wait,
at?
can I heal him? Am I able to heal him or no?
So, Colin, the orc that is standing before you is down. He is leg chopped off, unconscious, and bleeding.
Alright, is he the guy like that's directly in front of me?
The one
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
You
middle.
just said that.
No! This could be so... I'm basically dead, but okay.
He's
Basically dead.
Hey!
Dante?
Never mind.
Wait.
well, you idiots. Are you gonna heal him? I can't do it. I don't have any healing. I'm still standing
You-
back here.
Wait,
You one with the gods. I
Yes.
gesture to Dante. Use your magic wit knots to sufficiently bandage his wound. We must keep him alive for questioning.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I go up to the leg, and pretty much try to use like a teeny light aura goes around. Andy, correct me if I'm doing this incorrectly, but it pretty much blocks it so it's no longer bleeding out, but it's like just enough where it stops bleeding, but it's still there. He's still in plenty of pain.
Okay, so that's what you're going to try to do?
Pretty much stop the bleeding, but still gonna be painful as all hell.
Alright, let me go ahead and make a roll.
So roll
And-
for which one would that be?
No, I'm making a roll to see if you successfully do it.
Oh, okay, so it's on you.
Or if Gerbash allows you to.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, but you realize that a lot of pain can wake someone up, and they probably wouldn't be very happy.
True. Yes.
Anyway. You successfully are able to do what you need to do to pretty much cauterize the wound. It's not cauterizing the wound, but it's preventing such rapid blood loss that he'll die. So, he does need a proper doctor, but or some kind of magical healing, but you have been able to prevent
Stabilize?
him from bleeding to death.
Gotcha. And so I need to back up just in case he goes a little bit crazy. I just need to back up just a little bit. Like, there.
Fair enough.
I am sufficiently far enough.
I think back up a little bit.
Has he awoken?
No, he has not. Dante did successfully manage to prevent him from further bleeding
We pick his
profusely, but he does
pockets.
still need. He does still need proper medical attention.
By the way, did anyone find his dagger yet?
No.
Yeah,
No.
where's my dagger? It's more on the ground
Um,
over here.
it should
Roll a
be in the
Just
perception
look
corner.
check
around.
to see if you
Yeah, I
find
mean,
it.
if you guys need to find your dagger, just roll a perception check and maybe you'll see it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Also,
fucking know what's here.
The one on the
What?
roof. Would you like to
I'm
come
not on the
join
roof.
us, or is he on the roof or is he on the ground?
No, I'm on the ground. I'm coming here. Hello.
also, Doriforos, go
Actually,
ahead
I'm-
and pilfer this
Hey, how you doing?
beast's pockets.
Anyway,
How do I do
Nathan,
that?
you were successfully able to see your dagger, and it's pretty much right here. It just kind of got knocked away over there, but you can see it immediately.
Okay, I'm gonna go and pick it
It's-
up.
Yeah, it's just been kind of like ruffled over in some of that hay. But as you are proceeding to do some different things, you do hear that the door to the building that you had left from does open, and you see your good old friend. And he proceeds to walk up towards you guys, that staff in tow.
Oi, Nigel. What are you doing late?
What appears to be the problem here?
Just
I just simply point to this bastard.
Can someone actually use their verbal words other than this green skin?
okay. So while you're in there seemed to be I guess a pillage of some goblins. We
Yes.
we took care of those, and I was trying to chase one near the woods before I get smacked hard by, as you see on the ground. He
Hmm.
comes up yelling Orcish to Zala, and pretty much before that we had to pretty much all knock him down. Ah, man, like the like the old days.
Hmm.
We
Is anyone
destroyed.
hurt?
My pride is
The
hurt.
one who claim, the one who claims to be acquainted with the gods is sufficiently injured.
Very well. You there, Aurelius, or not Aurelius, but Augustus. Augustus,
Yes.
go ahead and hold out your hand. You can trust me.
Okay.
You proceed to see that the man wearing the royal armor with the long beard proceeds to lay his staff just very closely near behind him and takes out a small little blade and cuts his hand just very slightly enough to where it's bleeding a little bit. He proceeds to hold out his hand toward Augustus. Please, go ahead.
What's this guy's name again?
Ashen Blackstaff, member of the Royal Guard.
Thank you, Ashton. I continue
So,
to hold
so
the
you can
hand
so you,
out.
so you come over and you grab his hand.
Yep.
Yeah, all the way
Okay.
from over there.
So you come up to him, you grab his hand, and he proceeds to firmly hold your hand, like very hard, like he is grasping for life, and proceeds to make a small incantation that none of you understand the words to. And Augustus, you feel as if your entire body is rejoiced and rejuvenated, and that everything that feels like it's in pain is subsequently being restored and healed over time. What is your full HP?
25.
Oh,
Add half of that to your half of it rounded up. So half of
Okay.
25 would be 13 rounded up. So
Okay.
you gain 13 points of hit points back.
Gotcha.
And he proceeds to let you go, and when you reveal to see his hand, the long cut that he made is now properly healed up as if it had never occurred. There's a scar there you can see, but it's been healed completely. And he proceeds to grab his staff, hold it there, and proceeds to go back to what he was doing, and proceeds to look to Zala. You there, green woman. You know this orc.
knew him. I know him no longer.
Do you know a name, where he's from? The information could be helpful to the crown.
Urgash, of Clan Ashenblood.
Ah, from the dossier that I read, are you not from the same clan?
I am descendant of. A part of it, arguable.
And perhaps you could possibly tell me what this orc, Urgbash, is doing out in these woods?
That is my intention to find out.
Ah, yes. Well, if you can go ahead and properly question him, if he's still alive, then we can go ahead and figure out what he is doing and his motive. Very well, if you need, I will assist you, or you may all go alone. But be forewarned, if any of you try to run away, we will know.
Oh, really?
You dare disrespect and question the authority of the crown.
No.
I certainly think. I shall return to the tavern if you will need me for anything. However, you can go ahead and question him as needed. Also, you there, Birdman and Man of Machine,
Yes.
go ahead and pick up these corpses. I don't want these goblins retching up my town.
I'll show you what it is.
Hey, you want to put him in his office?
I like that idea.
Okay, let's get this blade
Uh,
off this guy before we start questioning him.
Yep. So you're gonna try and take his axe away.
Yeah. Do I have to roll for that, or is that just a simple?
Oh yeah, you
Weapon.
can just take it away. It's not. He's unconscious and he's not even holding it. You can pick
Okay.
it up. So
wait,
you have
how
a
do I-
two-handed great axe now. You're holding.
Okay. How do I check stats again?
If you want stats for it for some particular reason, just give me a
D&D.
moment and I'll bring them up.
Doriforos, go ahead and pilfer this filthy orc's pockets.
Okay.
So you have a great axe. It does 1d12 damage with a critical times 3. So it is a two-handed battle axe that is heavy enough that if you can't wield it with one hand, the head has one singular blade and it has a small hooked shape at the end of them, so that way that it were to sink into a target, it would pull at guts trying to come out. It has a weighted pommel at the end, so it can help with counterbalance. It can also help pull enemy shields with those hooks that it has, and its haft is about 3 inches long.
Okay, so two-handed axe, 2d12.
1d12 damage is what it does.
Wait, then how does that work? 1d12 or 2d6? How does that calculate?
It's 1d12, not 2d6.
Well, the current thing I'm using is a 2d6. So
Well, here's the thing. You're either going to do... The most you could do with 2d6 is 12.
Oh,
The
it's
most you could do with 1d8 is 10.
Huh? Most you could do with 1d8 is 8.
Wait, was the thing a 1d8 or did I hear 1d12?
The axe is 1d10. Or no, it's 1d12. My mistake. Why am I saying 1d10? I keep reading that
Because I'm trying to think of like
Very
what's the difference between a 2d6
Okay,
and
okay.
a 1d.
Theoretically, if your Earthbreaker hammer, so let me pull that up. Your Earthbreaker hammer does 2d6.
Yes.
The Great Axe, if you were to use it, is 1d12. So theoretically, the most damage it's going to do in one roll is as high as your Earthbreaker hammer. So realistically, you're not doing any greater amount of damage with that weapon in particular. The only reason why you would do any particular reason for wanting it is just style choice. Because your Earthbreaker hammer and your Great Axe literally do pretty much the same thing.
Hey,
Okay.
can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Statistically, you're more likely to get a higher roll with the 2d6 than with a single d12.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
technically you are.
Also, Colin, are you pilfering the is it Urgash or Urbash?
Gash.
Urgash. Are you pilfering Urgash's pockets?
What does that mean? Like just checking them?
Basically looting him. Looting and checking what he's got.
Basically, it's just rolling a perception check, and then, like, me basically telling you that you've checked his pockets, any kind of pouches he might have, any kind of little hidden areas where he could hide something, and also being able to sort of observe his body.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if
Do you
for
get a
some
roll
reason you'd like to do
perception
that,
then?
just roll a perception check.
Do you remember to do that?
Yeah, I do. I got a 10.
Okay, so you got a 10. So that's not terrible, but it's not great. So when you are trying to examine the body, you are able to make out some pretty obvious identifiers first and foremost. The most obvious identifying thing is that he has a contraption of armor that is basically two very large shoulder pads that look to be wrought iron, like as if somebody melted down iron pans and just basically turned them into pauldrons. He's wearing a leather tunic that he has put rivets on of little metal pieces to try and create these sort of little chain linked pieces of metal. And that's on the interior that you can see where it's been put in there, so that way that if someone were to try and hit him with something hard on his chest, it's not going to quite deal much damage. He has a belt on, and then it's a pair of leather pants that have a pair of knee guards that are clearly taken off of some other set of armor that do not match anything else he's wearing, but they look like they probably got looted off of a knight of some such, because it's really nice heavy plate armor, but that's the only thing that's left there. And as for his boots, they are rotten and falling apart.
His boots.
Okay.
So that's what he's wearing and what he's got on him. You do check his pockets, and you do feel around, and he's got a few pieces of what feel like some coins. And you pull it out, and you notice that he does actually have about 5 gold in his pocket, and also a finger.
Keep the gold.
So you can keep the 5 gold if you like, or you can spread it out, or whatever. And then you switch in the other pocket, and the other pocket is pretty much empty except for a small little piece of metal that looks like it's just a little tiny like chunk of something off of something that's metal. But the material that it is this sort of ashy, not quite. It's like somebody rolled it in a dark coal powder, and it just continues to, whenever you're touching it and kind of moving it in your hands, to kind of just produce this sort of sooty, like ashy feeling. But it's a small little piece of metal that's probably no bigger than like maybe a nickel. Not very big.
Okay.
But that's the only thing in his pockets you can identify as. But you do notice that he does have on his teeth that are showing that is sort of like Zala. Zala has 2 very small pointed teeth that sit at the bottom part of her mouth and jawline. Urgash does have that as well, but one of them is severely broken, and you do see where you can tell that it's broken in a way, and he has put some kind of metal capping on it, so he has a little bit of a metal capping on one of his teeth.
You're about to say it, a gold tooth. I'm like, just take it.
Okay.
So it's basically just a metal cap that is made of some kind of shitty crap metal.
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on one knee and just gently cut off his right ear.
Oh, okay.
And
Are you sure you're not
stuff
drunk?
Stuff that. Yes,
No,
I
this is
am
the-
sure.
No, he's even more violent where he's not drunk. When he's drunk, he's somewhat passive. Now it's like, okay, now it's time to take out
Oh.
the abdomen.
Anyway, so you proceed to cut off his right ear. So now you have an orc ear.
Cool.
Interesting.
And he does actually wince at that, so he's kind of aware that you were doing something to him, but he hasn't woken up quite yet.
He won't be aware of a lot soon.
I want to loot this dude.
You're
Uh,
done yet with the goblins?
Okay, so wait, Nathan, you want to loot this goblin?
I want to loot this dude.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
I'm gonna do that.
Perception. Where's my perception?
I don't know where that
Yeah.
is.
Go to your skills page
Skills?
and then roll down to P.
Yeah, there it is. I thought it was in main.
Yeah, that's fine.
He
I'm
found it.
gonna loot this guy as well. Oh, same result.
I don't know why, but it seems like every time I try to open up this page, like it shows one roll and then it doesn't show the other roll.
Me and Nate both got 15.
They're both
Okay.
15s.
All right, that's fine. So here's the thing. So Nathan, you were in order of secession first. So what you notice is that he is pretty savagely mauled, obviously. But you can tell that he has like a little piece of metal breastplating that he is strapped together with like linen and cloth. So it's really not held on very well, but it's protectable. I mean, it's not going to protect him from a lot, but anyway. Underneath that, he does have a little bit of like leather sort of boar hide wrapping that he's put around his arms, probably just to keep him warm. He has no feet protection of any kind. So he had 2 daggers, except now he doesn't have one because Vinny did take the other one earlier. You do feel around on his body and try to feel if you can find anything. He really doesn't have much on him. The only thing that you find is 2 copper and a little bit of some very raw meat that you can tell that he's been eating.
Okay. What are the plates made out of? Can I check for that?
Roll a appraise check. You can identify that this material that it's made out of is some sort of cast iron similar to the metal that was used to make the pauldrons on Urgash's armor. It's basically someone has taken cooking utensils and pans and like a cauldron and melted it down over a period of time, and has someone taken a hammer and bashed it into a shape and pretty much put it on with, like I said, some sort of cloth and linen wrapping. So it's just basically shitty wrought iron.
Okay. I want to cut off that iron and that metal and take it with me.
Okay, it's a actual like sheet piece of metal that's been bashed into the shape of a goblin breastplate. So it's probably about like a 2-foot long piece of metal. So it's a pretty decent sized piece of metal.
Okay, I'll take some of my rope and strap it to my backpack.
Okay, very well. If you would like to take that, you now have a wrought iron goblin breastplate. That's what I'll just call that for now. So you basically have the metal equivalent of 2, well, not 2 pounds, but about 5 pounds of wrought iron metal. So anyway, Vinny, you now are in turn succession. So what you see before you is a goblin wearing a similar made of material helmet, this sort of cast iron metal that's actually on this goblin's helmet severely rusting to the point where there is such a bad rust damage on the back of it that you can actually tell where one of your arrows like embedded through the metal and crashed through it. So yeah, and it's got 2 little what appear to be sort of like boar tusks that have been turned into horns on it, and you can also tell that the nose guard is subsequently broken off, and you don't know if it's around here somewhere, but it's not there. The other thing that he does have is a similar metal piece of breastplating work, except this one's a little bit nicer. It doesn't have a back on it this time, but it looks like somebody, like I said, just kind of took wrought iron metal, shaped it with a hammer, but instead with this guy, they took a really big sheet, cut a hole in the middle, and warped it down on both sides. So there's that. He has also this similar sort of boar hide sort of wrapping on his arms, but he also has a shield, and the shield looks to be a hide shield that someone took some sort of really thin pieces of metal and basically just like pounded them with a hammer and some nails into it, and you can actually flip it over and see that the nails are on the opposite side, so no one really safety checked this thing. His weapon that you see that he has is essentially a big branch that has a metal head on it that looks to be some sort of like milling material. It looks like somebody literally took a grindstone and knocked the metal insert ring that turns it off somehow and stuck it on a big branch with some wrapping and pretty much added a couple nails into it and basically made a spiked like club. So that's what you can see as far as his armor and weapons. You check around and feel his pockets, and you really don't feel much of anything either. But you do find 3 silver pieces, and you do also find a little bit of parchment. And you cannot read it, but you could assume, based on its writing, based on what you heard Urgash say, it could be Orcish.
All right, let's take the silver, and I will bring that orcish writing over to Zala and give it to her and see if she can read it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not clicking the character.
Shit. Sorry, I'm trying to change my profile picture to be more immersive.
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Am I able to immediately decipher what it says?
All right. Yeah, you can immediately
Because
decipher
I am.
because it is Orcish. So what
ahead
you
I
are
didn't
able
know if it was in a very poor handwriting.
it is shittier handwriting, but you are able to make out most of the words. You can identify that this note is telling this goblin it's a specific set of coordinates and also schedules. Someone clearly was watching the guard routes during subsequent amount of time and knew when to attack. So this attack was coordinated with these goblins and has been monitored. So someone was watching guard patrols to know exactly when to attack. So it's
This was
basically
no
a guard.
ordinary raid.
Yeah, it's basically a guard schedule, a list of what they want from there, which is basically raid a cart and raid anything else that is available, and kill anyone that gets in the way. And it's signed Urgash. So
I look at it, scuff. This was no ordinary raid. They knew exactly where they were coming from. Observe. They took note of the guard patterns. And they had a kill order for anyone who decided to stumble upon.
Okay.
Written by this bastard. I kick his boot.
well, he's like I said, doesn't really respond to it.
Oh,
For the sake of convenience, I'm just gonna
while
mute
he's
him
still
here.
while he's still unconscious, I'm going
Oh,
to.
I was gonna check one of those guys.
Uh,
That was the bomb, right? The
Um,
one that was near. I was gonna just do a quick perception check.
oh, this one on him.
The bomb, right? The one that was to my left.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
All right,
I
if
was
you
gonna
want to just
check.
do a basic quick perception, I'll just go ahead and let you roll that, and then I'll pretty much just kind of subsequently cover him because he's got most of the same material equipment.
And
Is
real
perception
quick,
in
Andy,
skill? Okay.
It's in skills. Yeah.
Yes, RJ.
I am tying him down. Tying Gage down, tying him by the arms.
Okay.
Basically, arms behind the back.
Okay. So, Dante, did
I
you
rolled a
go ahead
6.
and roll?
It's a 6.
The 6. Okay. You can identify that most of the armor is similar to the rest of the armor, this sort of wrought iron material. The only difference with this guy in particular is he has a sword that looks like it's the head off of a grain scythe that he just added a handle to. It's not a very good handle, but it's basically just a grain scythe blade with a handle on it. And you do feel around in his pockets, and you really don't find anything other than 2 gold pieces. Oh, not gold, 2 copper pieces. Yeah, you wouldn't find gold on this goblin, but it's just 2 copper pieces.
I'll just take it.
Okay. Money's money.
Yeah.
Money is money.
Anyway, so you do try and tie down Burgash then?
Yes.
Okay, you don't
Do
really
I
get
have
much
to
of
make
any
a roll?
resistance. No, you don't get really much of any resistance, and because he's unconscious, and you
Alright.
are successfully able to tie him down to the best of your ability with what you have. So what are you gonna
Cool.
do now?
Me specifically?
What are all of you gonna do then?
No clue.
I would like to
Warming
set-
it up.
I would like to hear what does Aurelius have to say?
Actually,
If it's a good time, I would like to start working on one of my items to make.
Oh yeah, sure, if you want to.
I like to take the goggles I have, and I want to go grab the spell real quick. It is Bomber's Eye.
All right.
It's a level 1 alchemist spell.
All right. Let me go ahead and I'll that up right now. And you said it was bomb. Yeah. This extract allows you to throw weapons further and more accurately, while the extract effect increases your range of any thrown weapon by 10 feet. In addition, you receive 1 insight bonus attack roll per month. Alright, very well.
Alright.
Real quick, little one. Zephyr, is it?
Oh, no. Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Yes.
Go ahead and check and see what's in that card. The note mentioned something about that.
All right. Oh, I'm in the cart.
Okay, so, you really don't
I got
have
20.
to. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, you really don't have to, but now you really can check. You guys look inside the cart, and what you find is several laden chests. Very heavily laden chests with lots of locks on them. And you can see where the one goblin was in there trying to cut the lock off with his big blade, and got pretty close. But yeah, you see 3 really heavy chests with a lot of locks on them. So yeah, that's what you see in there. You also can tell that you can see a crest on there that you've seen before. It's a royal crest on all these chests. You can approximate that this is something of royal value.
Fuck what?
Interesting. Crown might want this.
But I
Might
also
what?
might want
What, Zephyr?
What? What?
Do you
What is
wait,
it?
so this
What is? Oh,
I don't
I see many chests, and there is the crest of some royal origin on it. What? Who left?
Nope.
Colin.
Okay.
of course call it.
What
If the
happened,
crown
Colin? Are
wants
you
it,
good?
then
I'm good.
if the crown wants it, then it is clearly valuable. Is everything still intact?
One chest seems almost broken into, but the others, no. They seem pretty guarded. Should we open the one that is barely locked?
Doreforos, ensure that the staff of black does not leave the tavern.
Okay.
Do your sweet talking, Colin, is what he's saying. Just sit there. If he comes out, you talk to him, you keep him there. Don't go
And and Birdman, see what you
Yes.
can do with that lock.
in. Oh,
I guess I'm just chopped
Okay.
liver. Okay.
wait. Aurelius, how are you with locks?
I mean, you'll probably work some ways around some stuff.
Hmm,
Nate,
maybe
I
you
wasn't
should-
aware that you had lockpick skills.
Oh, I don't. I'm just annoyed by some.
I have a very particular set of skills.
That is not
Lockpicking
one
is
of them.
not one of them.
Is that wait?
I'm
Where
just
was the
saying.
roll for that?
I'm just saying. I've done some stuff for my time that I probably could figure this out. Would disable device help at all, or is it lockpicking specifically?
Disable device would be the skill to do. If you had lockpicking tools or a lockpicking feat of some kind,
Uh-huh.
it would be much easier. But it's just a standard disable device check.
Well, I mean, I got a maintenance kit for gear, which has some files, some paring knives, and stuff like that. And a
I'll
sewing
say
needle.
that you can get a +1 because you have a knife that could be used to pry the lock. And also, it's already pretty damaged.
Alright,
Oh, shh. I just realized.
so I'm going to roll disable.
Yes.
Augustus.
Can I
Yes.
use magic to detect what's in it?
I mean, theoretically, you could detect magic to see if there's any magical
Or
origin.
just any creature of some sort in there?
Okay, but anyway, so Nathan, you are successfully able to get this lock pried off and open,
Okay.
and you open it. It is laden with gold, not gold coins, gold bars.
Oh,
Lots
so
of them.
bullion.
There's about probably there's the gold equivalent in this one chest of approximately 50 to 60,000 gold.
Okay. Augustus,
Yes.
tell me your stance on multiple aspects of life. What values do you hold?
Well, there's only there's more all the sub gods and all that there's there and there, but the main one, if you want to know, main is Countess. Me and the crowd may not get along, but we're all still loyal to Countess.
Would Kalantosh frown upon you if certain aspects of crown assets were suddenly dissolved?
Countess would probably frown upon it, but as is not my right to judge upon you. It's only Countess and her. Is it herself or is it himself? I don't. It's only up to Countess and himself to judge upon you. Whether
Kalantosh will remember this.
it's.
Yeah, so will I. I don't care.
Anyway,
Gold, sign me up.
meanwhile, because I want to be nice to Colin, because Colin's just kind of standing over here. Colin, what would you like to do as far as going back into the tavern and maybe talking to this guy to kind of not have him come right now? Or are you not going to go in there and just kind of wait?
I'm just gonna wait.
Okay, I just didn't know if you wanted to go in there and kind of distract him, or just kind of basically be near the
Come
door.
on, man.
Hey, you in there?
Colin is walking. Hey, in here, bro. You want to go play Fortnite?
Anybody in here? No. Oh, okay.
So you guys still in the bullion?
So you're telling me that the other two chests probably have the same exact thing?
You could approximate yes.
Hey, who's got an axe?
So basically,
Oh,
there
who's
is
got fucking
everyone
horse
remember-
riding ability? Who
there's
knows how to ride a
basically
horse?
the rough equivalent of 150,000 gold pieces worth of gold in this one.
Guys, we have to remember we're being tracked. We have some sort of Wait, hold on. I just realized the Empire probably knows not only where we are, but what the fuck we're up to. Like in terms of motive. Think about that.
Technically, I won't tell you what's going on, but I will tell you this because Ash and Blackstaff did tell you. All of you have an enchantment on you that does, and it probably will not be nice if you do something. He pretty much told you, you can't run from the Empire. We'll find you.
That's
So it's a tracking device.
The Renaissance version of yes, a tracking device.
So does it know what we do at all times, or is it just our location?
That
Ash
maybe have
didn't-
a but that
Ash didn't
might
tell you
that might be a gamble that we have to see.
Ooh,
But
because
is it
I
worth
feel
risking that gamble
Okay,
now?
okay. Here's the important
Hey,
question.
Bullman, go
Did
test it.
anyone pick up any of that gold in there?
what? Wait, what'd you say, Andy?
Did anyone touch the gold in that cart?
No,
Not
I
yet.
didn't.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, you should go
I-
poke at it.
I have a
I
question.
think we should tell them.
I think
Okay,
Colin
what was
should
the
poke
name?
at it.
Wait, Andy, what's the name of the character that you?
Ashen
you were playing?
Blackstaff is currently the guy that has been kind of overseeing.
Ashton Blackstaff. Okay. We should probably tell Ashton about this. This could, as you say, Zala, this could be a trap. We could probably go to him first about it.
Should I use
Okay.
a magic spell?
I mean, yeah, you
What?
want to detect magic on the cart and see if there's anything up with it. Good.
That'd be
Yeah.
a good idea.
To move up to the cart,
You do that.
and I am going to detect magic within 60 feet.
All right, so you do see several things. So here's how this detect magic works. It produces an aura. Basically, you will see a magical aura that presents one of three colors. Blue usually means just standard magic. Red means very bad, like evil magic that you do not want to fuck with. Usually they're cursed objects. And
Oh.
green magic is some sort of druidic and or otherwise non-principally arcane magic. Like, for example, Colin,
Divine.
your magic that you create, your earth magic, your druidic magic. If someone were to detect magic, it creates a green aura. However, if you were to cast something like a regular spell that was a wizard spell, create blue magic. However, certain characters like witches, because they mess with magic that they don't want to fuck with, produces red aura. So that's how that works. So you are able to notice that the cart is not glowing, but all the chests are glowing, and every single one of those gold bars is glowing. And it's hard glowing. Like it is like almost blinding how bad it is.
All right. What kind of aura? Red.
It is a blue aura. So that does mean that there is some kind of magic that is present on the bars and the chest.
Okay. Very
Wait.
interesting.
Nate, I think you should touch him. You're closest. You're right there. Just touch it.
Hold up.
Maybe it gives you
Hold up.
magical powers.
No, I'm good.
Everyone. Little question. So the blue magic, does that have an alignment of sorts, or how's
Blue
that
magic
work?
is any kind of arcane magic. The only way that it affects some level of alignment or some kind of magic that could be registered as bad magic that you don't want to fuck with is red aura.
So let's say, because I'm trying to think of detect evil would be a good situation here, because I'm trying to see if it would be redundant to do that again, or because it's
So
blue.
detect evil is basically finding out the alignment of a living being. Typically.
What it says, individual or object. So
Oh,
Yeah,
object. Oh,
so technically he could determine that. I'm going to tell you this right now because Dante, your character would know because you probably have used some level of detect magic in some point or another. In fact, most of you probably have if you have some level of magical training. There's no evil present on this.
okay, so it would
Most-
have been
The only time that there is blatantly obvious evil on a magical item is if it is glowing red.
I have
Yes?
a way we could determine if the guys in the trading post have any like effect on the gold and
So you're
we should.
thinking about if there's a way to check that?
yeah,
Okay, you can certainly try.
maybe detect magic again.
No, that all that would do is tell you that there is a level of magic present within something. It wouldn't be able to tell you that one is connected to the other.
Right.
You're trying to find. Okay, we should
I'm-
probably just tell. Wait.
yeah.
All questions going? Any questions? Because I'm gonna go back.
I'm falling asleep.
Okay,
Let's just
Augustus.
do something.
Augustus, go ahead and get Blackstaff.
Right this way.
Should I go back?
Right away.
Right away.
Right this
I-
way. I'm not following you.
The building.
Right. So,
Yeah,
Augustus
Dora-
and Dolpheus do come back inside, I believe, or Dolpheus is standing by the door.
He's probably
so
gonna stand by the door.
So Augustus, you do see that Ashen is standing there. He's talking to some of the civilians that were kind of shaken and concerned. That he's just sort of telling them, "It's all right. It's all right. There's a small band of royal members of the crown that will be assisting us. That they will go ahead and take care of any of the unnecessary rabble. Go back to your homes, or you can go ahead and stay here. The crown will provide you with some nourishment." And he pulls out from a little pouch. He clicks out 2 gold each and hands it to them. Say, thank you. By the crown, you are most kind, sir knight. Yes, please go ahead and go back. And you do see that most of the civilians go off to go do something. Yes. Aurelius and Augustus.
There seems to be a cart out there that's containing a lot of gold out
really?
there. Yes. Wait, is
Interesting.
is Aurelius inside with us, or?
Leaning up against the wall, listening.
So, did any of you touch it?
As far as I know, not. But there's multiple people outside. I do not, as far as I could tell, know what they're doing.
Meet
I
me
wanted to-
outside. and he proceeds to not walk toward the door, but is walking subsequently toward the wall, and proceeds to click his staff twice on the ground and draw the symbol of a door frame next to the wall, and he subsequently phases through the fucking wall.
I'm
this
gonna
man-
run up to the wall.
A ginormous door frame entrance come through, and he is just slowly morphing through the wall. In fact, Zala and Zephyr, you see this as well. All you see first going through is a tiny little piece of black wood and a jewel crystal coming through the wall, until you see he has literally come through the wall like a door.
Okay.
Can I try to follow him?
Fucking black stabs.
You can try.
I'm gonna try to follow him.
You gonna try and follow him for the door frame?
Yeah.
He's going to get out. Just go easy
You
right
try
death.
and walk through there and immediately just come directly with the wall. Contact.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna knock on the
Face
wall.
planted,
You're gonna knock on the wall. It's a thick stone wall that is like probably about like 15 feet. Yeah, sort of. It is like 15 feet of solid stone laden brick. It is not hollow on the inside.
Bloody magic users.
You're a magic user.
I deal with technology.
Magic.
Yeah, I don't.
Heresy.
I
Okay,
deal with
so-
technology.
Ash is standing
Yeah,
there
so
looking
get a load
rather
of these
frustrated
asses.
about something, and then he just immediately chimes in. Right then, who found the gold in this card?
Well, you
Was
see,
I?
while we were looking through and doing crowd control over here, they've noticed that there's a couple chests up here. Well, the Aurelius opened up one. Wait, was there one chest that's already open and one that he unlocked, and that unlocked or the one he unlocked?
No,
had the
we
gold,
took the lock off the one that was broken.
and that had the gold.
Yes, the one that
Yeah.
you broke off at the gold.
Okay.
But
well-
Ashton proceeds to get up onto the cart and sort of kind of push himself up onto it and in it to check it. He takes a momentary glance at it, and you can see that he's pondering it for a moment, and then he proceeds to slowly take his staff and do a swipe. And because it's up higher on an elevation, you can't quite make it out, but Zala, you're the tallest, so you can see his face. He has a face of, oh, holy shit. And he jumps down.
The
It's not there.
What?
It's an illusion.
Oh.
Very
It's
powerful.
not that someone stole it for a second. Someone stole it while you were phasing through the wall, and we were all watching you.
It's an illusion. There's not
If it-
anything there. Someone cast a very powerful illusionary magic on the chest to make it look as though the gold was.
Was it of your
So-
magic?
Was it of my magic? No, my magic does not do that.
So who could it have been?
If
Hmm.
Air Blackenstaff, this note that was found on one of the goblins, it details the guard positions and routes for the town, as well as the estimated time for the cart's arrival into the town.
Interesting.
Perhaps there's a traitor in your army.
Interesting.
Mole.
I'll have to go ahead and ask for that note then.
Maybe one of us is a traitor.
God, why would you?
Are
And
you
if one of
fessing up?
you are,
Yeah, you fessed up, Colin.
and if one of you are, and you see that his staff on the jewel part of his staff is lighting up really red and is very not nice. If one of you are, you will be dealt with severely.
Oh no.
Just gotta take a moment to I've noticed something. We're in the shape of a. That's
In
all.
the shape of a what?
A
Cross.
penis.
Bro, if your peen is looking like that, it's not looking good.
Something right here.
Remember, I am a birdman. Mine looks different.
I give Doriforos a very mean glance towards his direction.
Why him?
So say that, don't say dumb shit like that again.
I said that. I'm not Doriferos.
No, he's the one that says, "Oh, so one of us is a traitor, huh?"
Oh, you're talking about. I thought you were talking.
Yeah,
about
so
the
I'm
joke. I was
giving him
gonna
a one
Are
of
you
his
laugh-
glance.
So you thought my joke was funny then?
Okay.
Yes, it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing I've heard all day. And this is the first
Enough.
day.
Right. We should probably take care of Urgash. It is
Yes,
time
you
to question him.
I'll go ahead and I'll summon the rest of the guard to go ahead and question myself to see if any of them are traitor in our midst. And if very well we cannot find the gold, I believe there might be an area where they most likely have an encampment near here. Most goblins do. They never go very far from it. And you see him walk off and go toward the rest
Bye,
of
have
the
a beautiful time.
Right. So before interrogation begins, I'm going to drag Urgash by his ponytail and lean him up against right here on the cart wheel.
Alright, he subsequently leaned up against the cartwheel.
I look to my not cohorts, my coworkers, and say, "Right, shall we get this show on
Right,
the
he's
road?"
a friend from work.
Well, it is hard work, slaying beasts.
Slaying beast. You mean
That's
your own
ironic.
goblin and orc kin. Basically, what is the equivalent of your ancestral cousins and also siblings?
This particular one can suck cock.
I mean, there's some humans that I do not like to talk to, so not in
Right.
character right now. I'm not a human.
What are you trying to apply, Birdman?
This is a very meta moment, but I was not talking. Mike, no, I can't speak. I was just kind of ranting, like not in character. I was like,
Gotcha. Understandable.
It is
Okay.
time.
Yes,
Time.
Yes, it is
Time.
2:30.
It is
What
time to
else?
get a
What is
watch.
time for?
It is time to question this bastard.
Who is the highest
Who's,
intimidating skill? Who wants
Uh,
to do it? I think that'd be you.
probably.
He's all,
Wait, for what?
intimidate? Is that how you?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
intimidate is the thing that you. I'm
I
not sure who
mean-
has the highest one, but I'm assuming the bard.
I
would
don't
have it.
Well,
think Henry is.
Wait,
I
what's
have
yours
an
then?
11 in intimidate.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you-
you probably have.
go
the
Oh
for
highest.
yeah, you're higher than me. I'm just at 4.
I'll sit back on this one.
Yeah, the bard probably has the most.
Right.
Okay.
Zephyr, a feather.
Yes.
Just plucks a feather off of
Fuck
his
off
body.
my ass. I
The
don't need
worst
that.
feathers, the absolutely dirty feathers.
Yes.
By the way,
I just took a shit.
there's just a hint of like little white bird poop on it.
Yes.
Um,
it's
so
green.
Zephyr, you pluck a feather and hand it to me?
Yes, I do. I just did.
Bet.
There you go.
Alright. So I take the
Bet.
feather and I gently rub it across Urgash's nose and neck and everything, trying to get him to respond to the sensitivity.
He is aware that it is touching him, but he is not waking.
Alright,
Is
fine.
Okay, so you're going that is wake him up. This is how you wake him up.
Oh god, no.
I go up to him. I lower the thing so I have one hand available, and I proceed just to punch him in the face.
No!
Okay.
He must be conscious and alive.
All right.
I-
Hey,
I'm
you're trying to
proceed
wake
to
him
do
up.
that.
This is how you wake him up.
And
You really
do
punch
see that
people
he-
like knock them out.
you do see that you have subsequently punched him in the face quite enough to the point where he is aware that you are there, and oh boy, he is not happy. He wakes up and immediately gives you a death glare. And he proceeds to try and push himself to come at you, but he realizes he doesn't have a leg now, so he can't really go very far.
And he is bound.
I
Yeah.
take a couple of steps back. Just
So he realizes, number one, he's tied up. Number two, he has no leg, and also he has no ear, so he's pretty subsequently pissed. And
And he just has
immediately
no
looks to
weapon.
Zala and proceeds to scream in Orcish very many profane things that I'm not going to say for your own sake.
Oh, you should have fucking took an eye. It could have been Helen Keller.
Now what he's saying?
I'll summarize what he's saying. He's basically calling Zala's mother a woman who likes to sleep around, her father a complete and utter drunkard, and that their god can die.
Hey, that was just my parents normally, so you know that's every
Okay.
parent.
I flick him right on the bridge of his nose. Just
You sure you want to do that?
Oh, for sure.
oh wait, yeah, I
You
just
probably-
realized he
you
has
probably
teeth.
don't. You forget the
I'll
Mm,
give you the I'll give you the opportunity to correct that choice, like, but you can still do it if you want.
Fuck it. What do I have to roll?
Roll a sleight of hand because you have to be pretty quick.
Oh god, not my
A
proficiency. 4.
You try to flick at him, and he nips you and gets a pretty good bite on your finger and nearly rips it off.
All right,
Two
fine.
rolled a one.
I take the thumb on my other hand and fucking jam it into his exposed ear hole.
Okay, you do that, and he screams in bloody pain. And he's pissed. So
As if he's not already pissed.
he's more pissed than before.
He is pissed times 2 to the
Hey,
square
Zala.
root of 57.
You okay over there? You seem to get a good bite off you.
Only my finger.
With my middle finger, my damaged middle finger, I flick you off.
And he proceeds to, as he heard Augustus say that, he says in Orcish, you can't understand, and any of you can't understand, but Zala does. Your god is dead. You will all burn. There is only ash. There is only fire.
Okay.
That's great, buddy, but when did I ask?
Can I still remark there even though I don't understand
Wait,
it? Because
do any of y'all
there's-
know Orcish?
No.
Can I use
isn't
Actually,
it
I think,
Aurelius?
the
actually, I
earth?
think Aurelius
do.
does.
What?
So Aurelius does know what he's saying.
Yeah, I can understand everything.
Oh yeah, I can't respond if I don't understand it.
Well, I was gonna go and say a quick remark. Without even understanding,
I
just
mean,
tell
yeah,
him to
you can
shut up.
still reply to him, and he'll probably understand you because he has spoken like common before, but you just don't understand what he said.
Oh, shut up, you.
Hey, you want to go out sometime?
You dare disrespect me. I was killing men your size by the time you were still young and in sodden clothes.
I'm gonna say
Dude,
shut up
his-
as well, but in very broken Orcish.
You there,
Oh,
man of metal, you will not speak to me. You are an abomination.
So are you.
I am
He at least has both of his legs, unlike you.
I'm in danger.
You are very funny, human. But I do not find your jokes that.
Then why do you laugh?
It was rhetorical.
Yo.
Your mom's rhetorical.
A big word for a pea
Did,
brain as
did one of you
yourself.
just say that to him?
That was me.
Did you say in character your mom is rhetorical?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. He's like,
he's confused.
that doesn't make any sense. Rhetorical is an understanding of concept of not actually
I'm
asking.
surprised he knows this much being an orc. Not offending to Nala.
Which,
Sorry.
fair enough, he
Yeah,
is
much
an orc that lives in the world, and I didn't tell you guys this, but literacy rates in this world is actually pretty steadily high. Like they do
Wow, I'm
teach
even more outcasted now. I don't fucking know shit.
like most humanoid races know how to read. Like there's about a 70% literacy rate among the entire empire, regardless.
So we're living in Asia.
I mean, books are readily available, and people usually learn to read. It's
There
not
is, yeah,
always
you're right.
great.
There isn't too much technology.
It's
There's
an
not much.
era of high learning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There, of high learning.
it's about relatively the period of time that is about early Renaissance mixed with magic. So that's about the
I
level
mean,
of-
what else are you gonna do for fun?
anyway. So Yeah, so he basically talks down to you as a literary reference of understanding that rhetorical does not mean that you can use that as an insult. It is to mean that he basically said something that he was making fun of you. He wasn't actually thinking it what you were saying was funny. He was just laughing because of the fact.
Oh
that
no,
you
the
were
point
very
wasn't to be funny. It
what
was
you're
just
talking
I
about.
literally don't know how to communicate.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Zala, may you continue?
Yes. I, in Orcish, say, Urgash, one of the abandoned and outcasted, who, do you have a superior that sent you here?
you speak to me in the old tongue, yet you do not follow the old ways practice. Your father, our clan chief, he has taught you nothing of our ways. He has only taught you the ways of the Empire, of the way of subjugation. You will not speak to me in our tongue any further.
Honestly, taught you in the ways of the person who asked.
You don't know. Wait, was he in Orcish?
That was
Nah,
a con.
common. That wasn't common. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's deciding basically not to speak to you in Orcish. He's made it apparent that he's not happy with you.
Damn. Okay.
So, and he speaks to the rest of you all that's standing next to Zala. You dare follow this woman, this pathetic excuse for an orc.
I ain't following him.
I just go my own way, bro.
Until the crown tells you otherwise.
Exactly.
You could have helped me.
Exact.
You could have been free of the Empire's bonds. Instead, you follow this one, and the one, not the staff.
You know, I honestly follow the person who asked. So
Well,
He's
I
not-
like to
he's gonna
follow. I like to
gonna
follow
back
a leader who doesn't lose their legs in battle and doesn't have minions that are weak as shit. Just saying.
Exactly.
I'm pointing this out as a kindness. I normally won't do this any further. Did any of you notice the reference to the fact that he said something about a man with a black staff, yet he never even saw him?
Oh.
Yeah.
About what?
He referenced Ashen Blackstaff, yet he had no contact with him prior to what you noticed. Yet, so he is aware of Ashen Blackstaff, yet never met him that you saw.
Wait, wouldn't I know of him before this encounter, though? Since my character
I mean,
was.
Augustus would know because you have heard of the Knights Protectorate that protect the crown. So you are aware of Ashen Blackstaff, but again, he shouldn't, if you can put two and two together, because he didn't see him, and probably wouldn't know who that is, but he does know that there's a man with a black staff.
That's
Alright.
weird. That is very weird.
I
How
grab
do you-
straight onto his nub and I say, "Answer my fucking question," in common.
You get so pathetic. What do you want?
How the fuck is he not screaming in pain?
Because he's pretty.
The man
Again,
doesn't care.
he's
He's become
angry
Linkin Park.
at
He is
the-
numb to the pain.
Ginormous orc that is pissed. He probably can push through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does wince in pain enough to where you notice that he's not happy, but he continues to just try and be difficult with you.
Can I just get an animal to start coming and beating him up?
You
Not
technically
yet.
don't have the spells right now. You haven't rested yet.
Okay.
You.
Anyway, he did say to you, Zala, what questions do you want to know?
Who sent you, if anyone, or do you follow your own path?
I serve no master than myself.
Then how did you know of the possible the gold courage?
Oh, the reward. Yes.
Reward.
I sent my men to collect it. Did they? And that's an answer I already know the answer to. You already killed my men.
And do you want
Well,
to see
your
how that
man.
came up?
Yeah.
What did you say?
And you want to see how that costed you. He's referring to the gold on the card, right?
Yes.
Okay. Zala, you want to show him what's up there?
I grab him by the ponytail of his hair and basically pull him up above the cart, showing that all of the chests are empty.
Ah, rock, which is actually Orcish again, and he's not saying it to you, more just saying it out loud. It basically says, if you do that again, I'll kick you. Anyway,
He'll kick.
he
With the
gets pulled up
stub.
by the
No, he has one leg. He has one operating leg.
and gets pulled up, and he sees it. Ugh, the bullion is still there.
I take a second look
It's still there.
at
Clear,
the chests.
clear as the morning day.
I, as Zala, am looking at the chests. Are they there?
I want to look at this too.
It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It was illusionary, so it's not actually there, but it looks like it.
Oh, yeah, because we've been referred to.
I drop him and knee him to where his head smacks against the cartwheel. It's not there,
Oh.
you dumbass! It's an illusion! You were
What?
duped, tricked, fooled, bewildered!
Quite possibly bamboozled.
You think that I was not responsible? I already knew it was fake.
Sense motive.
Alright, certainly.
$12.
He's not lying.
Should we all roll for sense motive?
Sure, you can certainly try. Whatever scores the highest, I'll take that as the.
Oh, okay. Well, I got 25.
I'm just retarded. I rolled a 1.
Almost gullible bastard.
I rolled a 1 and still rolled more than Nate.
Yeah. So anyway Dante
Wait, we're
can
missing
figure it
a
out.
member.
Can figure it out because he can go ahead and do that. You can realize that he's not telling a lie, all except for the single fact that he's responsible. He realized that it's not real and knows it, but he didn't do it himself, or at least not to what he's aware of.
So he knows that it's fake, but he knew that?
But
I just want to make
he knows
He
it's
doesn't know
fake,
who did it.
but he's lying to all of you to pretend like he doesn't, like he had done it himself.
Who did this? Or well, let me just do it this way. I tell the rest of the guys or the rest of this crew what I think it's up.
Guys,
Or,
I think
and
God's up.
I tell the rest of the pretty much crew of what's going on.
After we lose
Going
Colin.
on.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
Colin.
Colin might have gotten off.
Alright, if
Andy
Colin,
might have cut him
Colin
off.
has gotten off for the night, then that's fine. I'll just run his character for him again, like we.
His phone probably died. That would've been
Anyway,
funny.
so
So now everyone else should know about what I think.
alright, so you've informed everyone that you can tell that he's not telling the truth about the fact that he's responsible for the gold experience. No. So,
I get down on one knee to his level and I say, "Do you want any chance of getting out of here alive?"
I have a place to go when I die. Do you?
Of course. The exact opposite of where you're going.
I go to the ancestral ash plane. That's where our ancestors go. The true orcs. Those who do not submit to the Empire.
You only wish that death would be so sweet to you. As for people like you, living will be a much worse curse to you than death.
You will not throw me in a cell. I will sooner kill all of you before I am jails. behind your bars.
Good luck
And
with
you-
that.
He gets really angry. He's trying to like pull out and away from the vines to try and get out.
Pull out.
He's more focused on trying to maul Augustus to death.
Right. Tomahawk to the other knee.
You dare. You. You got
I see Colin. Colin.
I do not
I
not
can't-
we can't
dare.
hear you.
I
can't see him.
commit.
Colin.
ancestor gods.
Why can't I
smite
see it?
this beard.
What's wrong? What
We,
am
s-
I?
we see we see
Call-
you on the camera in game. I see you in game. Your camera's on.
Yep.
There we go.
I couldn't see him.
Oh, I love it every
Carter.
time we get to see it.
Yeah.
As the Ashen Bloods say, violence is not an answer. It is a question, and the answer is yes.
Who told you that?
I like this guy.
Your father. Your chief. He told you that.
What a
Does
dick.
anyone have pliers?
I wish.
Your father was a deceiver.
I
He
could give you another
submitted
bet
to the
feather.
Empire.
I could lend
He
you my
does not
hammer.
know the ways of the York clan. You will be gorged upon by the others.
Hammer.
4 clans will descend upon action. For you are the deceivers and defilers of British heritage. You submitted to the Empire. All of you have. None of
I
you have.
Person who asked, actually, so.
Tell me, Urgash, what do you value most? Your other tooth?
My body is not an instrument to be fucked with.
It's all.
Augustus.
Yes.
Yes.
You want my hammer?
Oh no. I
Take all
insist
the
that
teeth out.
you use the handle. You use this opportunity to strike his other tooth from his mouth.
Okay. So I proceed to go right in front of him. And do you know like the motion? Let's say you're raking and you go out.
Oh,
pretty much,
fuck!
I'm pretty much doing that, but pretty much it's right that's like into the center. So it's not like lethal like the sides, but it's a hard blunt forward.
Yeah, alright. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
So before I go back, anyone opposing this?
Not at all.
I don't care what you idiots
Hit
do.
him. Hit him.
Zala?
Hit him.
Zala, it is of your blood.
I'm just grinning.
Okay.
And he's looking.
We don't
Blood
care
does
about
not
Colin.
mean my kin.
He is looking at you both because you two are the two that has been giving him the most trouble, and he is looking at you both with a look of I'm going to kill you.
I just
So-
hit him with a shield and knock him out. Or knock his tooth out.
No, this is
Dante's
more
got
fun.
care-
This is
Dante
more
takes
fun this
care of that.
way.
Okay.
It's enough. I'm okay with that. Or unless wait, the damage doesn't mean much. It means
So
that's
The damage is
contact.
just going to be non-lethal damage at this point. It's more I was having you roll to see if you actually didn't like fuck up and do something stupid. Because like, let's
me
say
in the
you
head.
roll.
Like Caven's soul.
I mean, like, let's say
I
you
feel
rolled
like-
a 1, he would have done something.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
So can I do something before this is because I have a team liner. I just want to roll first before doing
yeah,
it.
sure, if you want to do something.
Oh, don't worry. This is gonna hurt quite a bit. And then does the attack.
Ah. And he spits out a lot of blood, and you do see that there's like several teeth that have been knocked out.
Can I
He's
take
sitting
one
there
of
with
those?
a bloody mouth. And he's just sitting there, and he just. Ugh.
Take one.
what'd you say, Nate?
Is there a
Ready to
sharp one? I
take-
want to take one.
Well,
There's
the
a
big
fang
tooth.
there. There's a big mandible fang there.
Want it.
Here, can you guys give me 1 second? I have to go use the restroom.
I want it.
All right. I need to use the
Pee-pee.
bathroom too.
I want it.
All right. If you guys seem like you need to use a bathroom break, take a 5-minute break. Bathroom, get a drink, get a snack.
I want it.
Did you say drink?
No.
Non-alcoholic.
Hey, you packing? I'm packing. No, I knew I was. I threw that the guy.
I'm back. Wait, who's still here?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, I guess 3-minute break.
We basically were just going ahead and adding him.
Okay. So pretty much after I said that, you guys said, "Hey, we're just gonna do this and this and that."
Yeah, I'm basically just going ahead and giving us a like. Everybody kind of wanted to use the bathroom or different things.
Okay.
Pretty much just was like, okay.
So how go?
Man, I learned sometimes the things that you can do is just brutal.
Yeah, D&D is a game where
You don't want to know.
we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. You don't want to
We
know.
don't talk about the dwarf in this. We don't talk about the dwarf on this channel.
No. Dwarves are not allowed to be
you ever been
mentioned.
to
Okay.
You ever
There is-
been to a Turkish
this-
prison?
This Discord has a ban against anything too unnecessarily violent against dwarves.
Yes. We don't talk about why. It's just a spoken.
No, we don't. And you will never get the story from that. Ever.
The only thing I will tell you is dwarves don't like having their limbs
They don't like having their limbs?
mutilated.
Well, yeah, I don't either. I don't think anyone does.
Oh, so you had a okay, probably had a psycho. Is my guess.
We don't talk about that, and we're done talking about
He
that.
was the Dragonborn when he did that, wasn't he? Or I
Oh,
don't
you're
know.
talking about Matt that probably did that?
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
He was Dragonborn, except for the born, and it's just a dragon. They went after him.
Just going to
What are we doing?
drink a mead.
We don't talk about two things on this account. We don't talk about the bucket. And we don't talk about the dwarf.
Okay.
But
But
you know
do
what we
ask
can't
if you
talk
want some
about?
salt.
Alcohol.
I want some alcohol.
You want some salt?
You want
I'll
some salt?
take-
You want some salt?
I'll take the mead.
You want to buy my salt?
I shall take the mead as
Oh, you guys are actually gonna go get a
I gotta
drink.
do something while we're waiting.
All right. Oh yeah. I mean, if you two want to go get a drink, so you two
Yeah.
walk in. You see that the tavern is relatively fine. The two of you walk in, and immediately the guy standing next to Dolpheus looks at both of you with a look of, "What the fuck are you in here doing? Like what are you?" And
I'm
what are
just
you
in here to
doing?"
get a simple drink of mead. Why can't I do
And
that?
he immediately walks away from you.
Have a nice day, sir.
I don't know what your kind is. You hear a large, burly-looking man behind the counter. I don't know what your kind is, but if you got coin, I'll go ahead and give you a drink. What can I get you?
Finest mead, sir.
same with me.
What
I
about
don't
you at the
believe he was
very end?
talking to you.
Whatever is cheapest.
Very well. 2 mead and one Kimmeretti grog coming right up.
Ew.
All right then. I need 2 large tankards of mead for you, and for the good man whom requested the cheapest shit we have. He turns around, pulls out a big bottle that is a brown bottle that looks like someone literally shit in, and pours it out, and it's just, you know, like the consistency of gravy. It's like
Oh,
that,
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, it's like spoiled milk, right?
and he basically
Like,
pours it
imagine.
into a small cup.
wait, is RJ here yet? Or
I'm here.
okay.
Oh, he's back.
And then be 1 gold for the mead, 1 copper for the Kimmeretti grog.
I hand them one.
What did we do with this 5 gold? Who got that?
A
Was
guy
that-
had 5 gold.
Is that Colin's
Colin.
character?
Yeah, that's Collins.
Oh no, yeah, Colin has the 5 gold.
Doriferos.
Doriferos, yes, Doriferos has
Doriferos.
This is name. Doriferos.
Wait, how do you check pretty much currency in here?
If you want to check how much money you have, go on your character sheet. Anyone can do this. Go to equipment. Scroll down to the very bottom. There's a big thing that says money: gold pieces, silver pieces, copper pieces.
I have 60.
Oh, whoops. I didn't
I
add
have
that. What was it? 1 copper coin?
A 1 copper coin is basically the equivalent of a penny.
Yeah, but
10
what was
copper
what I
pieces,
looted? I forgot.
Are the equivalency of 10. So 10 copper pieces is the equivalent of 1 silver, and 100 silver is worth the approximation of.
Okay.
And then we got PP.
And then
Mine
you
is
got
nothing because I
platinum,
have a
which is
small
the
one.
approximation of 1,000.
Yeah, I think
I
did
hand
loot,
him
like,
one
what,
as
Did
well.
I loot a copper coin from one of
You
those
looted
guys?
2, and I believe
I
Vinny
did 3. 3 silver.
3 silver, and
Colin, you had 5 gold.
Colin had 5 gold, and Nathan looted and got.
So
2
you
copper.
can just add that to it, Colin.
I got some
Yeah,
metal
I need to give. I
plates.
give it was 1 gold for the mead.
It's 1 gold for the mead. and then
Okay, I
1
give him
copper.
1. I didn't know if I had any. Thank God I did. I give him 1. Now I have
Yeah, everyone
149
just
gold
check their
pieces.
currency first before doing transactions.
Yes.
Yes.
So he takes the 2 gold and takes it and selects the copper. And he also tells Aurelius, "Watch out for that one. Kimmeretti grog's been known to go ahead and make stronger men than both of the and the rest of you lot. Go ahead and puke out his guts. It's some of the worst some of the worst drink I've ever seen."
Buy me more jewelry.
I'm gonna take a sip of that stuff.
All right. You are an android, so you really don't have a constitution to really worry about as far as like whether or not it's going to make you puke. So you can pretty much down the entire thing.
Do it.
Yeah, you
Shot,
do.
shot,
And
shot.
he looks at you like, what? I've never seen a man go ahead and take down a whole bottle of Kimmeretti grog like that.
Right. Can't taste anything with this stuff. Well, it's fine anyway.
Mate, do you realize where that came from? It's Kimmeretti Desert grog. That shite come out of the Kimmeretti Desert, and it was literally in a big pissing puddle where camels go shit. The worst stuff me guts.
Works the job.
Out of curiosity, bartender, who orders this drink?
Mostly piss drunk people who can't afford to pay me for actual drink. Most of the time they end up puking out their guts, coming back, going ahead and falling, passing out on my floor, then I have to go ahead and kick them out, clean up. I'll just go ahead and get their money somehow. By the way, I didn't tell you guys where you are in the Empire. You guys are within the southern quadrant of the sort of Great Plains area, which isn't super far away from Amberton, which is basically the breadbasket of the Empire. But you're also not super far away from the Kimmeretti Desert, which the Kimmeretti Desert is basically the Sahara Desert mixed in with giant scorpions another giant shit you don't want to with. And a group of humanoid species called the Camereti, which are desert-dwelling individuals who can manipulate the sand and also can basically pop up out of nowhere because most of them and or some of them have magic that specifically deals with sand. So yeah, you don't want to go fuck around with this.
It's a fucking wasteland.
It's bad. You don't want to go there. Anyway. So, and you both, since you got the meat, I'll tell you what is. It's pretty much this sort of nice blend of honey and a little bit of a generic mead base, but it's a little bit of a hint of honey. You can taste some fine earthy quality to it, so it's definitely sat for a little bit, but not in a bad way. And you can
Yeah,
also
got
tell
nice
that there's
cinnamon.
trace amounts of cinnamon that has been sprinkled in.
Oh, a druid definitely likes that. Oh,
Yeah.
So it's very nice, earthy sort of tone with a little bit of
Two
that
scouts
honey. And stuff.
on the earth.
tasty.
So thank you, made it myself. I like to go ahead and try and experiment with the regular stuff they give me because they don't give me nice stuff anymore.
This is definitely a knockout for me.
Well,
You'll see me here again if I'm in the
fortunately, with
neighborhood.
the civil war going on, they don't go ahead and buy business anymore. They don't go ahead and give me. They basically give me the result, what they have left.
Augustus, you joining us?
What are you guys doing on a drink? We have an orc out there that we need questioning, and I'm trying to make sure all of you guys stay in line.
I'm sorry, but
We're in a
Zala had to
line.
go to the
You're the one
bathroom.
that's out of line.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't
Well, we were in
mind,
a line before this idiot moved.
You think I can work?
Is anyone watching Urgash at this point?
no, we saw
I am.
Zala. Yeah, Zala's still
Okay,
out there. I'm pretty
I'm gonna, because you guys are all kind of in the bar kind of talking for a moment. I'm gonna have a one-on-one for Zala and Urgash.
Gotcha.
Unless Colin, did your character come out of the bar then?
Well, I was gonna walk in, tell those guys, and walk back out. It's gonna be quick.
Okay. I'm just gonna basically say that in the process of you walking away and then going in and then talking, and all you guys leaving, Urgash basically, in a bloody mouthed way of speaking, looks up at Zala. Why do you do this to us? Why do you bow to the Empire? You could have helped me. I could have given you freedom.
In Orcish, I don't give a shit what he says. In Orcish, I only bow to one man. I travel the Empire in search for truth, not for their acceptance.
And he says to you in Orcish as well. And you can make this out because it's actually an old Orcish saying that most younger orcs don't really ever memorize because it's part of this sacred text of the Orcish nation. And it's usually a bunch of like old stuff that a lot of younger orcs don't always look to for advice because it's very not very nice words to say. And it pretty much he reports to you because you would memorize it because you're a skald. He says to you, "There is no truth but ash, for the fire destroys all truth."
Kill this guy yet?
We're not
You're
here,
not out
Colin.
there. You can't hear.
We're
Oh
just
no, he is
here in the
actually.
profile
He is.
yet.
He's right
If
there.
you want to come
He
back
walked
at this
out.
point when you do hear him say that in Orcish, then you can come back to that.
How did he have pace me? Because I wasn't gonna be there. I was gonna let that be the line, and I show back up. So
I mean, like I said, if you guys want to come back and be aware of
All
this,
right, bartender. Thank you for the drink. It was mighty good.
I faintly hear him speaking to
I want to
Zala
craft
and
another
hear
item.
appreciation.
well, okay, okay. Since everybody's kind of doing something right now all at once, I'm
And
gonna go in turn order. So, Augustus, what are you going to do now that you have come back and talking?
So pretty much, the only thing I was gonna say is, after coming in, telling those guys to pretty much focus up, coming back, when I'm coming back, I just hear like a simple dialogue between them. So I heard something, but not like you hear the noise of talking, but you don't really hear what they're
The only thing
saying.
that you heard is what sounds like Orcish because you've been listening to it, just because now you can kind of probably figure out if that's what's being said. You don't know what's being said, but you know what language they're speaking, basically.
Yes, pretty much that.
So you just all you see is the two of them speaking in Orcish. That's all you see.
Yeah.
Zephyr, you said to the guy, "Thank you for the drink." He responds to you, "Yep, thank you. Go ahead and come again if you can." And
Yes.
you proceed to leave. And then Aurelius, you said you would like to craft an item. What item would you like to craft?
I would like to craft, like take one of the coins out of my pocket and enchant it with coin shot.
Okay. Be aware that is your second enchanted item that you have.
And I'm
so
at max.
any subsequent item that you would enchant at this point now would take off the enchantment of the.
Alright.
So, all right. Now then, all right. So he is seeing that the rest of you have come back. He says to you in common, "Oh, the merry band returns."
Zala, you want to ask him the questions?
Yeah,
or
I'm
you
in the
want me
band.
to-
Shit, sorry, I had to get up a minute. Who are you associated with? You obviously did not plan
Me and
this
my
alone.
boys don't plan this.
Sense motive.
Okay.
God damn it.
Do you
He's
want me to-
telling the truth.
Okay,
There's
let me
no
do-
reason to believe that he is lying.
Okay, let me do a sense motive.
You're gonna get a 1 as well. I'm calling it. Damn it.
God damn it. Yeah, of course. The paladin would be excellent at sense motive.
Yes, because charisma.
Oh yeah, I forgot the highest charisma. Right?
Uh,
What's your
now?
charisma?
you can tell.
19?
You can tell Dante. He's not lying. There's no trace of him lying.
Interesting. This one doesn't lie.
That's impossible. How else would he have known? Simple-minded. Orc and few goblins would not. Wait.
You say simple-minded, yet you are my own breed and kind.
You are.
What was that?
I
Derp?
suggest you keep quiet unless spoken to, else I will have this horse tear you apart, let your entrails be sucked up by birds.
I forgot the horse was here. He's just like seeing a couple guys.
That horse
just
must be
like-
so fucking confused.
The horse has blinders on, so like it probably isn't even aware of you.
Okay.
Have like animal with some in nature's ally just come and attack the horse.
We're
You
not.
cannot. You have
No.
not rested yet.
You have
Yeah.
not rested.
I rest.
You need to take a long rest for your spells.
Here. Dwarf
Like
of Forest.
sleep overnight.
You should probably. Oh, it's that much. Okay.
It requires an 8-hour rest in order to replenish your spells per day.
Do I rest?
You want to rest for 8 hours?
He's
just gonna
be knocked
disappear.
out.
Yeet.
Really, I don't want to rest for 8 hours.
All right.
I want to rest for 10 hours.
So by the time that you guys are still kind of, doing whatevers, you do see that Ashen is coming back. On, because we need to go ahead and populate the thingy.
You might want to leave the bar, Nate.
I'm coming.
They just hear you
I
from
got-
the wall.
I had to craft my item. I was waiting to craft my item.
Yeah, it does take a little bit.
Yeah.
Man from the Empire.
Just grabbing a couple
He's our friendly man from the Empire.
Do you and your boys have a camp?
Yes.
Where?
To the north.
How far?
About probably an hour's trek from.
And how many?
Colin, what are you doing?
Too many for you to handle. But I want you to go there. I want you to see everything that I've accomplished with the help of the clan. I want to see you all burn. And as you hear him say that, you do see that Ashen and several members of the guard have returned. One of which carrying a very large axe, another one carrying a crossbow, carrying a pair of mandibles and shackles. And you see Ashen leading the group. Right then, step away from the prisoner.
Here,
Oh,
I
okay.
proceed to tell Ashen about what we currently learned
Very
from.
well.
So tell him pretty much all the sense motives I've done, pretty much how he knew about the things or about the chests, and like a little about his associates and all that. But that's pretty much anything we have learned currently from him.
All right then. Thank you for the information. You said he has an encampment.
Yes, he speaks that is north of here.
Interesting.
Forget the fact that the orc knew about him as well. That
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did. Okay, so did you tell him that he referenced Ashen Blackstone?
yes, the orc did mention Ashen Blackstaff.
Uh,
He mentions of your name, which is
You there, Orc? How do you know me? I know of your kind. You were the one that slew my brothers in arms when you raided our lands, when you killed our women and children, when your empire entered our land. It's not your land anymore. You are citizens of the empire and therefore obligated to our laws and will be under the jurisdiction of our empire. Your band of hoodlums and raiders attacking a peaceful village. They were on our land. Sacred land.
Colin, what are you doing?
They were on the land of our ancestors. Land that you usurped. And land you no longer own. Guards, take him away. You see one guard kind of proceed to try and walk over to. It's an older gentleman, probably like 60s or 70s, like very obviously too old to be a guard. Trying to like slowly walk up to this big, like 6'5" orc, and the orc's just Urgash is just watching this guy try to slowly come at him. He's just like, "Arr!" And he just spooks the shit out of him and he backs up. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir. I really don't want to go ahead and go near him. Fine. He smacks the staff and immediately points it at Urgash. And you see the binds, the rope. Did you tie him up with rope?
Yes.
You
Yeah, we
all
did.
watch as that rope turns to metal.
Oh.
Good.
Right then. Now that you can't go ahead and break those metal bindings, proceed to carry him and drag him away. Yes, my lord. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab you. Not go ahead and fight me. You want to really try that? Please, for my sake, please just be kind. If you do not go ahead and come quietly, there are ways of making you come on. Points the staff up. Very well.
Grab him by the ponytail.
Right then, guards, go ahead and take him and escort him to the jail. Very well. See all. For the sake of convenience, No. Say they all left off. Right then. Thank you for your assistance. So then, I'll go ahead and I'll give you a choice, because I am so generous. You all can go ahead and take out this encampment, and then you will be rewarded, and you can keep whatever you find. Or, if you do not decide to, you can go ahead and go on your first assignment of the. It is your choice.
Let's go hunting, boys.
I'm up for it.
Agreed.
I'm with.
Right then.
Ashenblood, what do you think would be more preferable for us to do?
Slay the ones who would raid and pillage for no cause. Ah, and Blackstaff, I wish to speak with you.
Indeed. The rest of you can go ahead and head inside, get perhaps rest, and we can go ahead and start in the morning. So it actually is starting to get down to dusk. You basically were here all day and we're doing stuff, so I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys the opportunity to take a long rest, so that way that you guys can replenish your health. So I'm gonna say that you guys can go ahead and go inside. If you'd all like to go, or either way. But Ash and Blackstaff is going to come up to you slowly, Zala, and say, "What is your wish to speak to me about?"
Lord Blackstaff, I'm sure you know of my people, the Ashenblood.
Yes, Clan Ashenblood, one of the 5 orcish clans of the Far Mountains.
Yes. I understand that our land has been acquired by the Empire.
Your chief was willing to be respectful of the Empire's wishes. You were able to have your sovereignty so long as you follow the law.
I understand. I was merely hoping to have the laws within our territory a bit less strict. We are a sovereign people after all, and our land is our land, and we may do it so as we wish. We will not enter the our ways of raiding are done. We only hope to have more freedom upon our own land, and I hope that my service will see to you that not all Ashenbloods are of brutish nature.
I fought many of your kin at the Battle of the Red Wolf. Do you know what your clan meant?
I know. I am very aware. I am a reciter of the old tales.
These tales are not that old. They still remember those who survived. And I saw them string up young children, hang them from trees with their eyes gouged out. Human children. Children who had no reference, no reason to be attacked, slaughtered, butchered like animals. Your clansmen did that. Your chieftain allowed it. You claimed they're your lands, but the Empire owns them. You will not bargain with me as though I am a common merchant. You will do as I command, as you will do it or else. I will respect you enough that I will not kill you myself. But you cause me any reason to suspect that you are not part of the Empire's plan, and you are aiding and abetting your clansmen. I will go ahead and I will deal with you. As is the law. As is the way of the Empire. Do I make myself clear?
I turn and start to walk.
You will address me! And he slams it, and you cannot move.
I bow to one man.
You will respect me, or you will die. I will not be disrespected by a greenskin. I have not lived for 300 years to be disrespected by someone so young and unaware of the world. By the way, he let something slip. You're
I know.
aware, yeah, you're
I
aware
heard.
that humans don't live that way. Not naturally.
I just want to let you know, I'm just
Well,
pretty much the
Are
only
you
human
are you
I heard.
eavesdropping on the conversation?
Maybe he is.
A little bit, but enough for you to notice, but enough for you to see that you're not really like paying attention. You're just more like I'm more focusing on what he is, but not like pretty much he as a simple guard,
Yes,
like
he's
his guardsman.
eavesdropping.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
trying
like-
to be? Are you trying to be like stealthy about it, or are you
No.
standing there?
I'm
Blatantly
there as a
standing
guard.
there.
Pretty much, mainly standing there. That you know that hey, he's clearly there, but it looks like he's not caring.
Very well. Now then, I will ask you again, Zala of the clan Ashen Blood, with all courtesy and respect, do you understand that I will not be bargained? It is above my order to know whether clansmen and your lands will be returned to you. You are part of the Empire. You have your right to live the way you want. You don't have to pay taxes. You get to keep your land. You will not be able to be homeless. We are generous to those so much to us in the past. But your clan, in recent time, has proven that only the thing that they understand is death. I would hope
Yes.
you do better. He slaps it down when you're able to move.
And with that, I continue to walk, brushing past Augustus.
Augustus, I know
Yes.
you're there. Come here.
Oh shit.
Yes, my lord.
I heard you. I saw you standing there. You were listening.
I was simply trying to keep the herd together.
Very well. You should remember that despite the fact that you are human of my, you are of the humanoid race, you are still part of my group that I am responsible for. You have no right or any reason to eavesdrop on a conversation that was private. Remember, you are not a free man. You were properly arrested and put in bars, and I can put you back, and I can forget about you, like I have forgotten about so many other paladins who have lost their way.
I understand.
Very well. Now then, I'll go ahead and be polite to you this time, because you are of my group, and you are of a reputable sort once. You will go ahead and take your group and go ahead and take them up to this encampment. You will make sure that the encampment is taken care of. And he actually walks up closer to you. And for the sake of me doing something cool because I can, I'm not going to say this out loud. So one moment. I had to find Dante's thing.
Yeah, I'll make it easier on you.
No, here, I got it. Sorry to kind of make you all wait for a moment, but
You're good. So,
Just saying
Worst
it's
DM I've ever
make it
played
easier.
was.
hmm?
Worst DM I've ever played was.
Oh,
Making his
no.
players wait. Unbelievable.
This is
He's
the
just one DM.
playlist.
do you
So-
understand me then?
Up past his bedtime.
Yes.
Wow.
Very well. If that happens, you know what to do.
Fully.
Indeed.
For
I will go ahead
Kalantosh.
and I will go ahead and depart now. You have my blessing. Go ahead and enjoy the tavern. But if I find out that it has been burned or anyone has been hurt on you and on the eyes of our God, I will not be so. He proceeds to
Understood. Okay, just make my way back into the bar.
Yeah. Also, most
And-
of the people that were in here are humans as well. So
So, what does everyone think of the situation in which we have bound ourselves in?
Sucks. Didn't even do anything.
I see it as mercy. They let us have. They let us off shackles to do good once again.
And you know what, you? Why do you gotta be old Mr. Oh goody two shoes, huh?
Because it's of the gift of Kantush that I shall do good
Because we're cool.
upon her lands.
Yeah.
It is my will.
I'm an
You
elf,
can
and this
count me
kind
out of
of
that.
what we do. You know, my man Chris Kringle. He's got the
How
Hold a
about
fucking
this?
moment. Chris Kringle.
Whoever you speak of gods other than Thessa for you.
Bud's still here. She's been
Yeah, I know.
technically, he's an elf, and also elves are one of two things: either they don't believe in their gods at all, or they're very staunchly believing in their gods. As far as a god for
Do you not use this
Colin's
webcam
character,
anymore?
the only one that's
Only if I
associated
need
with
to.
nature is called Sylvanius. So either basically
You
your
have the camera on
character
your
would probably
laptop?
No, I know.
follow that god, follow a god of their own choosing that's probably within their open pantheon, or probably not.
Yeah, but I think wouldn't this be a little moment that like I wouldn't know of theirs, but I would know of mine. Of course, Thessa would be.
You wouldn't know of the elven. Because all the elven
Yeah, well,
gods
I wouldn't know of
are-
his, so it's pretty much my interpretation of.
Yeah,
Well,
that's your
mumble jumble.
interpretation.
So I
Not-
just say. I was just saying it was like, okay, well, who you speak of other than Thessa? As your.
Santa Claus, bro.
Fucking elves.
yeah.
Oh my
I-
god,
I
I
just
just got
have
that
to
reference
ask a
from
question
my boy
to
Chris Kringle. Oh my god, I
Bowie
just
from
got that.
work.
Finally!
That's the. I thought that he was just making that joke because of Christmas.
No,
No,
I,
honestly, I didn't understand. I have to ask
I
you,
just
why
got
did you
that
make
he's a
that
god.
joke?
Yeah, my boy. Okay.
No.
Colin,
I-
gets, Colin gets one creativity, but only one.
Colin, you're about to lose him.
Alright, so, what now?
Right now, you guys get basically the rest of the time to rest or do some discussion, or you can fucking leave if you want. I don't care. Whatever you want.
What is the? I must discuss. What is the best way to attack this base that we shall be attending
Well,
to this morning or next morning?
It ultimately depends on exactly what type of encampment we're coming up against. Could be
Zala, you
Yes.
are of Ashen Blood. You have knowledge of what these camps would be like. What
Once-
were we to expect?
What an assumative fucking thing to say.
I don't know.
That's like
I can-
going up to a black person and being like, "Hey, yo, so you're black. You probably know what soul food tastes like. What does it taste?"
so I can go up and detect magic. See if there's any magic in the encampment.
We're not even at cavern. We're still in the
Hold on.
tavern.
Yeah.
Calm yourself.
Oh. okay.
Like,
Okay.
now I could use
No,
detect.
You could,
he's just
yeah, maybe.
I think he's just listing what he'd do.
Oh, okay.
So
I know I would take the high ground advantage because I'm a squishy ball.
Or I'd just throw in a mighty fist of the earth and just destroy the entire thing.
So, of Ashen Blood with Ashen Blood, most raider encampments. Let me speak in character. Most raider encampments were mostly nothing more than a few tents with a couple of guard posts surrounding it to ensure that nothing stumbled in at night. As it was meant to be taken down and relocated the next morn. However, this is an outcast we're speaking of, as well as goblins, and goblins are horribly unpredictable. I'm not too sure what we will face. However, what we can do is travel up there and send our ranger in for
And scout it out.
to scout it out.
Yeah, that'd be mean. Actually, is that? Did we agree that Colin's character is also a scout or a ranger?
Technically, as a druid, he does have within the situation of nature, he can blend himself in a little bit better as far as being stealthy in the woods.
True.
Yes, chameleon scales, so that would help.
Yeah. So basically, he can make
yes.
himself look like bark or drow.
Something legal for my race.
Are we doing that tonight then? Or we want to start?
That's here's the thing. You guys can either take a long rest and we can start doing that, or we can do that next session. I'm gonna let you guys as a group elect.
I just want to finish the
Um,
discussion. I feel like this is a good point just to get character development before going in. But hey,
Yeah, I mean, like you guys have good
True.
character
so what have
development.
we learned? I'm racist. I assume.
Because here's the thing. Can I step in as a GM and basically say something applauding
Sure.
to you
yeah,
guys?
go ahead.
Yeah.
So as a GM, I am applauding the fact that you guys are not just a homogenous group of basically ignoring your character differences and just being like, well, yeah, they're my teammates. I have to get along with them. I like that you guys all are kind of at odds for different reasons, and I really like the dichotomy of Dante being a human that really does believe in his god, and all of the other ones of you kind of not buying into that
Fearless.
and almost thinking that like maybe Augustus is not like really actually a prisoner and more like a plant. I think that that's cool and I respect that.
I had to refine my character to do that. If you
And I
were in the
also
first session,
appreciate
I had to do that.
the dichotomy between Zala and the rest of the group as well, because you guys all just witnessed that Zala ran into a person that she knew, and I'm not sure your own personal reasoning situation. I wouldn't be surprised if any of you start to wonder maybe her or the loyalties of any of you. So I appreciate that you guys are not just
Wait, you
being
cut off an important section. Why do you say that her loyalties to?
that all of your loyalties are uncertain. None of you guys can fully trust each other. So I appreciate that you're not just throwing that away and basically saying, okay, yeah, they're my teammates, they're my fellow players. They're not gonna kill me or run away or whatever. Like you guys are actually having a legitimate disagreement. The only reason why you haven't all killed each other is because a magical enchantment probably prevents you from doing
Okay, so we're all good for character development, or do we want to go into
yeah,
the
if you
next
guys
thing?
want to do character development, you can. If you guys want to take a rest and go ahead and commit the next part of the session of the raid, we can. I can do whatever, so it doesn't matter.
I say character development, but hey, whatever.
Let's do some more
Alright.
character development.
Yeah.
I have to ask Dorifer. 1 second. Doriferos. What does it you stand for?
I don't know. Just
Mass.
I don't know. Stand for nature and
What are you like personality wise? How would you explain yourself?
I'm very independent. I guess.
I can see that. I relate to that.
Don't
As a
really
young bird, I was outcasted for not learning the ways of sword play.
I'm kind
And
of
I can feel that.
don't care about stuff.
Then okay. What is the stuff you speak of
What?
that you
Zala.
don't care about? Us or everything?
Your hand.
Everything.
One of your blood, or your hand, the one that he bit. May I see it?
Oh, yes. I allow Augustus to do whatever he wishes with my hand.
Oh well, what a
Uh-oh.
little
Whoa.
budding romance we got here.
I pretty much get my hand slightly over the wounded, so pretty much it's kind of like cusping it and like hand over. And I speak of a little incantation, not to a few like common things that Pounchan knows, and begins healing that wound that he has on it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know much, but that I try to do my best.
Meanwhile, DM's over here. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's
Let's talk about you
Yeah.
and me.
all the good
Let's talk
things.
about
and
all the good things and the bad things that
Let's
make
talk
me.
about
Let's talk
sex.
about
Yes,
sex.
yes.
Da-da-da-da-da.
This is great character moment.
The
If
human and the
only
half
RJ were
orc
drunk
going
for
at
this
it.
character moment.
It would just be violent. It would just be violent fucking.
Aurelius. Aurelius.
Alright.
Talk a little bit more about yourself. I'm kind of curious about you.
Was it no? Math science. God stuff means nothing.
What did you tinker before? Well, the situation it brought to you. You had to be for something. Just a little curious.
Well, in my travels, I've been known for many things. Primarily, development of some, let's say, rather potent weapons. And some rather eccentric clients. And I'll just say that one of those clients happens to, have a grudge against someone. Well, it is my job to ensure that grudge, let's say, comes to fruition. At the end of the day, my customer's happy. I walk away with a little bit extra gold, and no one's none the wiser.
Till you got caught, that is.
Did I eat all the fucking pinks?
Caught?
Interesting.
No. I was not caught. I was well within my right. Till the stupid army came.
Illegal alchemical mixing.
There is
And if
no
it
such
weren't for
thing
you
as
meddling
laws against
kids and your
alchemical mixing and
dog.
technology.
Did you get caught mixing without a license?
Nathan's character is literally the 12-year-old kid who bought uranium and made a nuclear reactor. Hard.
There were no
Walter
laws
White.
against it.
Hey, you.
They
And
just
you,
decided.
Zephyr.
They just decided. But what do they know? They haven't seen the true powers. They don't know what's
The
possible.
Home Depot.
And of you, Zephyr.
Yes.
Tell a little bit more about yourself. You seem to be an interesting character.
Yes. Being the only bird man in this group, I am right at home, as I am always been discriminated and singled out.
She had
I
your
am-
wildest dreams.
I am not surprised with my treatment as of lately. I've kind of been the blunt end so far, not really doing anything, just how I like it. But as for me, I come from the. Damn it! I gotta look.
Take your time.
From
This is why you
Detroit.
keep notes.
Just
You come
let me
from
bring
Detroit.
out my card.
Yeah, he's from Detroit.
Detroit.
He's gonna read out the. He's Brooklyn.
I'm just
He's
gonna
from
say
Detroit.
I just read exactly what I wrote. It's my character sheet.
What?
And
Oh,
I
you
read
want
in
me-
third person as well.
you want
From
me-
the lower first port. Yes, I remember. I was from poor family. Parents were in and out of. Never mind. They were divorced. If divorce was a thing that you could do as a bird people, I don't know.
You can say separate.
I am playing a character. I'm
anyway,
going to assume that I can.
So because I'm being nice to both parties, because sometimes characters go off and do their own stuff. So Zal went over to the bar and mentioned to the barkeep, "Do you have anything to drown my sorrows?" And for our sorrows, and he pretty much going ahead and he's looking at you with a disdain, and pretty much gives you a yeah, we got something, but I'm not gonna go ahead and serve you.
We are agents of the Empire. You will do as we ask.
I ain't gonna get commanded by no godforsaken greenskin.
Augustus!
What?
Please
No,
have
you
this
sit your
fine
butt down.
gentleman
You sit your
serve all
butt
of
down.
us a
You're gonna
drink.
yell across the bar where you like it or not.
Okay. Actually sounds more fun to do. Oh, what was it, Sissy? There you
Please insist the position of our sorrows.
go. The man has fought a worthy battle for the empire.
The woman.
Or woman, my bad. I can't see that part of the screen.
RJ will
Sorry. Okay, then, well, we're gonna correct it too, man or woman. We're gonna correct it because I keep on forgetting. She fought well for the empire. She hadn't even faced her own men. Please do at least a nice thing and serve her a drink.
Ugh. My brother was killed by a greenskin like you. But I guess I
That
can
is
serve
not-
your kind. And
It
now,
is not our way anymore.
your way is nothing but pillaging and robbing good people, killing the rest of them. But anyway,
Just get all of us a drink.
fine, your majesty. He goes ahead and pours out several flagons worth of a drink and pours it out, and it looks to be a none of you have like a culinary background, but
Gordon Ramsay pops through the
Augustus would
door.
know because he has been in the Empire enough and seen different. He understands that the drink that he is pouring out, because obviously the rest of you could read the label too, I suppose. That he is pouring out a drink called the White Tower,
Mm.
which is served in a tall white stone cup, which these are what they are being served in.
Oh, the White
It is a
Tower.
classic gin and rosewater mix, popular with nobility. You get your first cup, it gives a sign of status. So basically, he's giving you something that would be nice, but you can obviously tell this is a commoner's version, which basically, instead of it being like really nice and high quality looking bottle, it's pretty much just in a generic looking bottle. Basically, an off brand of wine if you've ever seen it's like Kirkman's wine. It's like not actually
Kirkman.
decent wine, it's just whatever decent.
Franzia.
Yeah. But he basically pours that out into several sort of white tall glasses, cups, and pours it out and says, "Right, there you go. Go ahead and pay when you leave."
I take all the flagons and make my way towards the table and start passing them out, sliding some all the way down to Doriferos, and then plunk them all down in front of each of you.
All right. I'm going to be nice and tell you guys, if you guys want to take the next 5 minutes to talk amongst yourselves, either not in character or in character. I really need to use the bathroom, but I want you guys to be able to kind of talk and converse. So I'm going to go ahead and leave, and then when I come back, anything you said in character, please tell me and do not lie.
Got it.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Hi guys, I'm Vinny. I control Zephyrus. I've on the third, aka Zephyr, in this game. Just love to meet you.
Okay. So
Can we
you want
burn
to
the
see in
tavern
character?
down?
No.
Oh,
No.
you remember what
Not
he said,
yet.
right?
I'm
Remember what
prepared
he
You
for
shall
said,
do
Steel.
no thing.
I'm
You
prepared
shall
for
do
Steel.
no things of
Okay, to be honest, remember who Dante is, and remember his alignment.
Screw
Do you
him.
really want
Yeah.
to do that with him here?
Screw him.
If he were gone, maybe. But I kind of like the bartender. He's like a cool dude.
But you know what?
that. Oh yeah.
Even though he
Zala,
didn't want
thank you
to.
for
He
the nice
didn't
treat.
want to.
And for you, Aurelius, you shall do no such thing.
Yeah, right. You can't tell me what to do.
But the DM can, and the DM is on his side.
Yeah, right.
So,
You think. You think. That's what you
we'll see.
think.
Why don't you tell him yourself then?
Oh, I intend to.
Okay.
You obviously
Durfurish, you're being very
an
quiet. What's on your mind?
amateur in this regard.
Is Colin dead?
Colin is dead.
Yes,
Long
I
live
guess
the king. The king of big.
I
No, that's
forget.
me. Okay, what's on your mind, Durfaros? You've been very quiet.
Kelsey.
That's like girls' room.
Mom the entire time.
I know, but what have you been thinking of? Why have you been quiet? Do you not trust us?
No,
I don't
no.
trust any of you
I'm
lot.
sure. Exactly. I don't either.
But at the same
Trust.
time,
I don't trust you as far as Aurelius. I mean, not Aurelius. Augustus could throw me, and that's pretty far because I only weigh like 65 pounds, which is not even his hammer.
I am not dependent on anybody. I'm very independent.
Like America.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Freedom,
Why is this
burgers, hot dogs, and apple pie.
Guns.
Don't you love talking about a country that doesn't exist in this game? Because it's the Renaissance era.
Can we
and it's
start a
probably not
revolution?
even-
Can we start a revolution?
As we have enchantments on ourselves.
Aurelius,
cannot-
we can start a revolution when
You
find
realize what we
We're-
have
effort.
here.
We're
what?
messing. We have magic on us that we don't understand.
And it's my job as a man of science to understand the unknown, to go where no man has gone before, to find
I mean,
that
if you want to go to the
hidden detail.
Gulag, I know no one's really been there. No one really talks about that. You can go there if you want. Like I'm.
What is this
Right.
gulag you speak of?
Nikolai, show him the Gulag. A burly man walks in. Show him to the. It's a bird. Actually, a bird. It's just a like really sharp bird. In South Lordport, we throw you into a cage 1 foot in diameter.
I believe it would be to our benefit to discuss what we should do if we encounter something along the way.
Burn it,
To the.
shoot it, stab it, kill it.
If we burn down
Loot
half
it.
the forest, the Empire will know.
I say that Augustus talk to it. If it's bigger than me. If it's smaller than me,
Everything's
maybe
bigger
I'll
than
talk
you,
to
you
it.
idiot.
Exactly. Don't
Freaking
you get it? I
burly
don't
midget.
want to talk to anyone. I wouldn't call myself a midget. I'm actually one of the taller people.
Oh, pardon my French.
And also, do not.
You're a midget.
My pronouns are they, it. You will not reflect.
You are a midget. Get used to it.
And you are a tinkerer who has no clue what he is doing and talks a big talk but does not walk any walk. Have you seen your performance last battle? It's quite laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Let's
Wow.
stop trying to
Threw-
create something.
Let's
Hey, you
remember,
can
you
butt
threw
out of
your
this
dagger.
conversation, okay?
You threw a dagger that you had to pick up next session.
What's
And
the
how
session
many
you speak
kills
of?
did you... Whatever. I'm being meta.
Please do better for this.
I am too meta for this. I'm like a fucking... I'm like a Deadpool movie. I'm too meta for this. Yeah, but you I don't remember you exactly killing anyone.
You see, I pick a coin out of my pocket, and I start playing with it in my fingers. This coin is no ordinary coin.
It's actually ordinary. I'm lying to you. I'm going to roll a thing to see if you're lying.
Right.
This coin is actually a coin inside a coin inside a coin.
This coin has magical powers that you do not know of, nor could you ever hope to understand, you dimwit.
I am entering a state where I'm becoming tired and of drunkenness, even though I haven't drank.
Uh-huh.
I
Doesn't
haven't
mean your
drank.
IQ
See, that's
will
how
go
you
up at
know.
all.
It means my IQ will go down. I'm getting in that tired state where I don't know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
Nathan
midget.
at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you
Who's
midget.
this Nathan you speak of? Shut the fuck up!
You midget. You uncultured midget.
You really think you making fun of me is
A
going
midget
to
say
bother
what?
Why?
Because you deserve it.
But who
Hey,
asked? Yeah, that's right.
well-
I'm bringing out the Jackson Walsh quote. You see, in my town, Jackson Walsh was a prankster who came through, and his favorite joke was, "Who asked?" Every time someone in our clan would have a fight, he would jump in, say "Who asked," and they would get mad at him, chase him out of Southport, and that was that. He was
Do you
all
want a
good.
coin through your brain? Because I will
Like
gladly oblige.
Magneto.
I will gladly oblige.
But
Does this coin make me any smarter?
Yeah, you wish. If anything, a stone is smarter than you. Mostly because it knows its place.
Damn,
You,
it's
on the
great
other
to be
hand-
dumb. I didn't understand the fucking joke at all.
You
Hey, everybody.
incorrigible,
Oh, dirigible?
We're all
dumb-brained.
stuck here together. We're all stuck here together with one. We may not all like each other's thinking, but we have to work with each other.
Yeah, maybe.
Doriferos. Has Doriferos fallen asleep?
Oh,
No.
he's clocked. He's clocked out.
No.
I see his screen. I can see him.
You can
Yeah,
see him
no,
again?
Yeah,
No.
Vinny, go on your phone. Vinny, go on your phone.
What do you mean on my phone?
Get your phone. You actually want to see some of the stuff.
I don't know.
Get your
Are
phone.
you? I have my phone.
Go on Snapchat.
Oh. What the fuck is that?
I'm sorry, what?
There you
No,
go,
I
Nate.
Oh. Why is this disabled on my end?
I know it's disabled for me too. I think,
Let me-
are
let
you
me-
on? Are you on your
Wait,
phone
what's
doing
disabled?
Let me go to my settings. It's in your settings you gotta do.
God, have you not learned that I can see you? And I've been taking photos and sending them to Vinny. Yes, that's what I thought. God, Vinny has like 3 or 4 photos of you now, of your dumbassery, and I
Dude,
swear.
one of those fucking photos was ridiculous.
Like, no, literally, he's been doing like half the time. You're like, yeah. Even him is like jamming right there, and I'm like, oh my god, Cole, I can fucking see you. And then literally, he gets up to his camera, and just fucking stares at it with wide eyes, and I'm like, oh. And you guys are being all serious. I'm looking at this. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, Colin.
Well, I'm not
Wait,
kidding.
say what?
I am calling Donald.
You're mad.
Do you smell the
Ah,
roll with the
What
Scott
would wait?
is
What would
cooking?
you be? What would you
why did
be?
you see that, Colin? Why'd you have to do that while turning on the camera? Ugh.
This camera didn't turn on for me.
It
I will
does.
be right back.
I could see it, but oh my god, the way he does it's actually so disgusting.
There he is.
Oh my god. Colin, stop. Get your fingers off your eyes. That's it.
Can you
You
You know,
smell
you know what I learned your lesson?
what the Scott is cooking?
Okay, so while we're waiting, who would like to play rock, paper, talon? Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, I'm gonna put that in the chat somewhere. Anyone smell what the Scott is cooking?
What?
Who asked?
Who is the Scott?
Yeah. The Scott.
I don't have a mom. She died.
Oh.
Shut
No,
up.
King Arthur, so forget about it. Blech.
RJ, you there?
Roger.
RJ. RJ.
Hey
Oh.
guys.
Hey. Pop. Colin, what do you think?
Hey.
He might have to get off for the thing. I don't know.
Colin is
Yes!
the definition of
Retard.
I'm just asking. Yes.
You're asking
Really?
yes? I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. Call in the session. Okay.
Wait, I didn't know parts of your organs could be
Your
unhappy.
caps locked.
I'm sure my penis is very sad because of how small it is. Kent must have the happiest dick in the
Yeah.
world.
I'm doing this shit.
Why do you keep talking in caps? Is that how Durfrost talks?
He's probably just caps locked.
Very much how
doesn't matter.
Durfrost talks.
Can
You know,
you
you
still
don't-
always
give me
mad.
so you said he's independent. What else would you explain to be your character? You've really never opened up to us. You've kind of just been here.
Yeah, I have just been here.
Yes, exactly. But I don't understand.
He's
like,
more useless than me.
Yes.
no, I'm the most useless here, and you know that.
You're right.
you all have
Glad
certain
you know your place.
Back.
No, he's just completely useless. There's no way to get around it.
I may be useless from a physical standpoint,
No,
but
you're
from
just
mental
Oh,
mental capacity, I think Durfrost may be yeah, he might be I don't know what is I don't know. He might be shitting his pants. That's what I was trying to think of.
what is this colloquialism that you speak of?
Oh, colonialism. Oh, I come from the colony.
This-
That's too big a word for my brain to. Is that what does that mean?
What
Can I look
is-
this up on
What?
what's the?
Have you gone mad?
No, I'm actually quite enjoyable right now. I think he's gone mad. I just fucking heard a demon come out.
Do you need some helium, sir?
No, I don't need
He has I think he has the whole fucking stock.
What do we
I'll
do
take
with a
your
drunken
entire
sailor?
stock.
What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken
Oh,
sailor?
Jay, I just ran into a photo of you holding your fretless bass.
Huh?
I just ran into a photo of when I bought that bass from you and you were holding your fretless bass.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a neat looking bass.
That- Thank you.
Sorry.
I actually pulled it out like an hour before we started playing.
Ooh.
Are we ending the session or?
And by the way, how's that bass holding up that you bought from me?
It's going pretty good. I need to get the amp looked at. The quarter inch socket on the amp is coming loose, but I'll probably just have to open it up and resolder it.
Damn, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's working still. It's just again, I mean, my Telecaster, I had to do the exact same thing. I had to get the jack replaced because there was a Chinese jack that they put in this. It wasn't perfectly quarter inch,
Are
and
you
so that
being
connects
racist?
not connect correctly. So I think that's about it. Besides that, yeah, everything else is working good.
What's so bad about Chinese people do you speak of? What are
They
these Chinese-
suck,
Who
and
are
their
these Chinese?
products are terrible.
Yeah, they really are. That sounds about right.
I've really been living under a fucking rock if I don't know what the Chinese people are.
Yeah.
You on? Don't worry. You on? You're completely gone and hallucinating. It's fine. It's not like you need to figure anything out anyway. You dumb
So,
bird midget.
What's your favorite method
Of what?
So are we ending
Oh my god!
What
God.
was that?
Gave
Yeah, you might just gave up.
I said, what is your preferred method of
don't
sex?
Oh.
Whoa.
Mine is masturbation because I know no one and I have hated by everyone.
Oh.
Dante, you looking at my screen? Picture.
Oh my god! Jackson said,
No, not really.
"What the fuck?" I'm aware. Oh my
I'm texting or I'm DMing Andy some stuff.
Oh, so you're switching the roles on him.
Are you
Are you in
What?
Turk prison?
What do you want? So are we done with this D&D session, or like what's going on?
He said he could.
Yeah, I think we.
And you.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, if we want to continue with just
Andy
dialogue,
is still gone.
we could.
yeah. Are we wanting to try and get to the camp tonight?
No,
Or... No.
I got
No,
stuff.
we need the DM for that, but I think for right now, if we want to continue with just dialogue,
All right.
Okay.
as long as we just tell Andy what happened.
Yeah.
Just wanna
Because right now, I
get
told
up.
him to just to begin with the conversation, but
Did you tell him that Zephyrus is a midget? He must know that. He must know
Okay.
he is
In
an
comparison
uneducated
to wait,
imbecile midget.
wait. I must ask, how tall are you, Aurelius?
I will have you
In-game.
know, am 5'9".
Just hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna get off.
Wait, no.
5'9".
Give me one. Just give me 1 second. It's
You're
okay.
so short.
So wait, you said
I
you
could
said you're
punch you.
5. You said you're 5'9". Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you guys. All right.
Well, I guess so. I guess you could be fucking 7'2" if you wanna. I was hoping that would be higher, but I'm retarded.
No, it's not. You're an idiot.
right.
No, that's it's not.
There's
root-
nothing
You
here.
couldn't be higher if you tried.
Oh, Colin's out. Okay. Whatever. We don't need.
Just calling me that.
Okay, I'm just saying what knows. Yeah, you
couldn't
gotta
do it
fucking
even
left.
if you
So.
tried. Yeah, no, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's it. You're in the band. RJ's in the band.
What band?
You're in the band.
Just a band.